I temporarily lost my Sewjo. If you would like to find out what I did to get it back, stick around. Hi, my name is Agata. Welcome in Agata's Cottage. Today is Friday, so it's time for Friday Sews. As you know, this hashtag was started by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. Every week you can watch vlogs from various vloggers about our makes, plans, our fabric hauls, anything. So last week when I left here, I mentioned that I'm going shopping with my sister-in-law. We did. I got some fabrics, so I got some polycottons for upcoming tutorials that will be published in November and December, just for some festive sewing. I got some curtain cotton for making pouches, and I got waterproof fabric for the inside of those pouches, so I just want to make some makeup bags. I also got some quilting cottons for Project Dress a Girl dresses. By the way, talking about Project Dress a Girl dresses, I did manage to finish making 4 t-shirt dresses. I did it between Sunday evening and Monday, and additionally I made one more super cute little dress. Overall, I hate sewing t-shirt dresses. I don't think I will do any next year. I'm gonna find pattern that does dresses for the bigger girls in like sizes 10 to 14 maybe, and does not require t-shirt top, because I literally hate doing gatherings. I did made them so they will last, so they will not lose the shape. I added elastic and I gathered on elastic the cotton, so it's nice and secure, and the hem will be like the whole dress will be stable because it's secured by the elastic on the inside of the dress. But as I mentioned, it wasn't enjoyable, so it kind of destroyed my Sewjo for a few days. But going back to my shopping, so I got some fabrics. I went to charity shop. I picked 2 pair of trousers. One are perfect as they are, except I need to take hem a little bit up because they are for tall people and I'm average height, so I'm 5'6", and they are for people, I think it's 5'8" or something like that, so I do need to take them up a tiny bit. Second pair of trousers are cropped trousers made in Bengalin, and it's very hard to find actually patterns designed for Bengalin, so because they fit perfectly, I thought that I will just take them apart because they are not in the bestest condition. I will trace them around and I will extend the leg because they are cropped, and I will make myself trousers based on that. They are actually the only trousers that I've seen recently that have seam at the back, and the back leg is created out of 2 pattern pieces. If you know any patterns for Bengalin for bottom parts of the body, let me know. I would appreciate any recommendations. So after that we went for lunch, lovely lunch in Nando's. If you like chicken, I highly recommend going to Nando's. They do have fabulous food. And after that we went shopping for a dress or an outfit for a wedding. And to be honest, that broke my spirit completely. So basically we went from shop to shop. So there are various brands, high street brands in the shopping center we went to. I don't know how normal people are getting their clothes, because from one shop to another I was getting more and more depressed. Not only majority of the clothes that were available were black, beige, poopy beige, gray, and maybe of white. Occasionally you will find tiny bit of navy or burgundy or dark green or khaki, but in general majority of normal everyday clothes were in extremely boring sad colors. There weren't that much clothes in the animal prints, not that many florals. You can dream about geometric or anything that actually stands out and tells you, okay, this person likes color. So from shop to shop, I was getting more and more depressed. I did try on some clothes, like some dresses and outfits and stuff like that. I fit in range of sizes from UK size 12, so that's, I think, a European size 42, to UK size 20, and that was too tight. So that's, I think, European size 50. Normally when I'm sewing, I will go for US 18 in the bust with a graded 16 on the shoulder, or if I'm not bothered to grade, I will just do the 18 and just, take a bigger seam allowance or deal with it somehow. And European, I do 46, 48 roughly, or XL. So yeah, the sizes, they were wrecking my head. Some things I tried in the same, like basically it was the same thing, just in two different colors, and those two different colors were made differently and fitted differently, which is ridiculous. Same print, same shape, it should fit the same, doesn't. Anyway, we took some pictures of me wearing those clothes. The pictures aren't the bestest because they were taken from the top angle, because we were trying to get the whole outfit onto the picture and not to get anyone else who was doing the shopping into the picture. So I look like I have a very big head. You know those little figurines that you might have in the car? They are sometimes on the American movies, where you have tracker with I think they're called bubble head, so this shaking head. So basically my head looks like that in majority of the pictures. It's maybe not very tiny body, but smaller body and a bigger head, but that's fine. We were going for the shape of the garment because I know how I felt in certain things and how I didn't feel in them. To my surprise, I absolutely loved a jumpsuit. In general, the whole idea of taking the jumpsuit and, a bathroom situation, it was just something that I felt off about. So first, the dress that overall I liked the most. I'm not the biggest fan of ruffles and tears, but it had lovely split at the front, and I absolutely love the V part. So I found two patterns in my stash. So one is Vogue 9311, and the other is McCall 7802. So view D here would be kind of to recreate that, and view B would also be something I could use to recreate that. So I'm planning to make a twill in calico, just to see how it fits, get where the bust apex is, etc. Then I will make another twill in something softer, so I can see how actually it looks like when it's on something softer, and then I will think what kind of fabric I want to use for it. I think I will go for a bold print like magenta or cobalt, or maybe dark green if I'm feeling a little bit more reasonable. The jumpsuit, it was basically like a tube on the top. I wouldn't feel comfortable around it, and it was just too big in the, like, it was tight in the boobs, but it was um, too big in the upper chest, so basically upper bust, and I would be worrying that it will fall off me. It had little straps, but those straps wouldn't hold anything if it decided to pop. So I got this simplicity pattern. It's 9091. Originally this pattern, as you can see on the back, it has open back, but I think I will create full back, and instead of doing buttons, I will do invisible zipper at the front. And I'm thinking of doing it not in the cotton. I'm thinking of doing this in the stretch cotton, or maybe in stable ponte, but I'm not 100% sure yet if I want to go this route. This dress that I'm showing you here doesn't look flattering in this picture whatsoever, but it did look nice in person. It did make my shoulders look a little bit broad, but I think because it was overall too big everywhere, it was basically size too big, but the size smaller wasn't available. So I was thinking of kind of doing this version of this dress, so one shoulder dress but with like a flowy skirt, and it's McCall M142. I have dark green viscose jersey in my stash, and I'm gonna try to make wearable twill. So first I'm gonna make wearable twill as a top, so basically just slightly longer than this is, and to see if it's gonna fit. If it does, if I like how it looks on the top of me, I'm gonna then do the skirt part, and I will do all in the dark green viscose jersey I have in my stash. It's not solid green, it's more like a melange green, but I absolutely love it. The next dress here, it looks like Sicily slip dress by Mason. I don't think that I would feel comfortable showing so much skin on a wedding in winter. Actually, not even on in winter, just on wedding in general. I think it's more a party outfit rather than wedding outfit. However, I did like how everything was shaping around my lower part of the body. You know, it was hiding parts that I wanted to hide. It was badly made. Like, I will pop the picture of how zipper was made at the back. So it was lump upon a lump upon a lump upon a lump. It was just awful. But I have this dress, so it's McCall M406 in my stash, and I'm thinking of doing view C. So it looks like it's a bias cut skirt, and it has a wrap front, and I do think it might look very nice. I have few fabrics in my stash that I can use for wearable twill, and that's what I'm gonna do. The last dress that I'm considering doing, I actually don't have a picture here. So I tried this dress a long time ago, and I really liked the shape, how it looks like it was skimming on my body, and it looked nice. And it's basically just plain straight dress. I'm thinking of view D, just with slightly deeper neckline, but I'm gonna see how it goes, and I have perfect fabric for it. So I have this border print that goes all the way up to big flowers, and I'm considering doing this dress in this border print. So kind of to make navy parts where, you know, the problematic parts of the body are. We will see how it goes. I traced the pattern, and I'm gonna do the twill in calico. I need to make bust adjustments, so I just want to make sure that I have the fit done properly, because I know I can't get this fabric anymore, and then I will do the original, like the final version. But all those sewing plans are for next week, because today I have an urgent make I need to make. So Ice informed me she's going for her friend's birthday party, and she needs a pink outfit. So she has pink leggings in this print, and she has a t-shirt, but the party will be partially outside. They will be on a bouncy castle. It will be cold, so she needs something to wear with it. So I found brush French terry in this animal print in my stash, and I'm gonna make a half zip jumper for her. So I'm gonna make this jumper, and that's from Be Trendy magazine, and it's magazine published by made by Oranges. In case if you're interested, that's how the pattern pieces looks like. So you do need to trace them, and you do need to add seam allowance. So that's the minus and the plus at the same time. I usually prefer to go for my own seam allowance, so this is fine for me. But let's talk about my missing shoujo. So as I mentioned earlier, I was sewing the t-shirt dresses for Project Dress a Girl and they destroyed me. I really don't like sewing t-shirt dresses. I did make one little dress after them, kind of trying to boost my spirit, but it kind of depleted my sewing energy even further. So I couldn't even look at my sewing space on Tuesday. I did started to tidying it up on Wednesday, but didn't have time to finish. However, yesterday I put on a local radio. I had a few stressful moments when I was thinking about secondary school application, about that a little bit later. So I decided I'm gonna crump through my sewing space, clean everything up, go through my whips and everything, and get to the bottom of why I don't want to sew. So I started to clean everything. I put away all the cottons, all the half-finished dresses that I haven't had a chance to finish, all that little bits and pieces, all the random pockets that I cut out just in case, or I cut out by accident twice. So all those bits, I put them to one bag. I marked Project Dressy Girl and I put it in the storage in the attic. I'm not gonna touch it until spring because I'm done. In spring, I'm gonna focus on those dresses again, but I'm not doing anything until then. And that kind of helped a little bit. Then I thought, okay, I kind of dealt with that part, so I cleaned everything around my sewing machines. I sorted out my threads, put them by color to the boxes the way they originally were planned to be, because recently when I was sewing dresses, things will get just dumped. The same happened with threads, with the elastics and things like that. So I tidied it all up, and then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go through my whips. So if you didn't know, there is a new sewing challenge for October that's called Finish That Whip 24, and it's organized by Lisa from One Lisa Show. My video for this challenge is coming next week. So I went through all my whips and I pull out few that I want to finish this month and I put them on the top of the pile. And that kind of helped me to get where I need to be. So few things that they were almost fully done. I just need to finish a neckline, or I need to do the hem, or they are just minor adjustments that need to be made, and I will have another garment either in my wardrobe or in Alice's wardrobe. And that kind of give me this little wind in my sails, call it like that, to start working on them. Of course, I didn't have time yesterday to actually work on any of them because of the secondary school open days, but I planning to do it today after I finish Alice's jumper. So I informed family this morning that this weekend, except for driving Alice around and doing grocery shopping on Saturday, I'm doing literally nothing. I'm just sewing. I want to put my head down and just get some selfish sewing for a bit. I do have very long list of projects to make and very long list of requests from Chris and Alice. So I want to have one weekend when I finish few things that I want to finish and just have fun with them. So I talk about my makes, I talk about my plans, briefly about, not so briefly, about my shopping trip. Chris and Alice come back from the scouting camp cold and tired with a lot of laundry. Alice and I went to two schools. She liked them both. She liked one a little bit more, so please send all your prayers and warm thoughts that she will get in, because we know that they both get oversubscribed by a lot. So that's all from me for today. I was yapping long enough. Thank you for watching. I hope you will have wonderful sewing week and weekend, and I hope you are safe. Thank you for watching. Happy sewing, and don't forget, clean your sewing machine and change your needle. Bye!